going to be making a really nice spring soap today, and this is my Cherry Almond Blossom soap, and I haven't made this one in a few years, but the molds I'm going to be using is something I haven't used in a really long time. I have these really lovely, if you can hopefully see them, it's a bird on a branch, and I used to make this soap in these, and then I did some soap challenges and wanted to use that fragrance in those. And I'm going to go back to these because I had somebody request them. The difficulty with these molds is it's really hard to get the soap out. So once I'm done pouring them, they'll go into the oven to cold process, oven process, and then they have to go in the freezer for at least a day so I can pop them out. That's kind of a pain with those. When I very first used these hard plastic type molds, I didn't know about the freezer thing. This was like 10 years ago, and I'm not joking. I had to leave them in the mold for a month just for things to, the moisture to evaporate out enough to get them to pull out from those. So the freezer trick is amazing. Now for the Cherry Almond Blossom, I'm going to be doing a mix of 3 different fragrances. One is it's a cherry almond scent. And it smells really great, but it's super strong and it discolors to a little bit of a tan. And then the other one is just a cherry blossom, not cherry, but cherry blossom, and then an almond. And I'm going to do kind of 3 different colors. The cherry almond one, that's the mix that discolors, that one also accelerates. So what I'm hoping to do is use that one. I don't know if I'm gonna leave that uncolored or add the yellow to it. And then I'm going to do one, maybe the almond that's not going to have any color to it, and then cherry I'll add the pink to it. So it'll swirl in, and then all those fragrances will combine. Now what I want to do first is I'm going to pour off a little bit of the soap batter, and then I have some mica and oil. And so there's the pink one, and then I've got a gold. So what I will do with these is I'm going to have the plain batter, and I'm going to put in some of that mica and oil and just kind of swirl it around, and then I'm going to pour a thin layer in the bottom just to fill in the little bit of the cavity where the bird is. I think it's going to be really pretty to have some of those really pretty colors in there. Now with these 2 micas, they are skin safe, approved for soap, but they morph. This pink is a beautiful pink, but when I've used it in regular soap, actually let me show you real quick. So like this one I made, I use it as a mica line, and I use it in the batter at varying degrees. This really, really fades. So this will actually fade more, but the mica line hopefully will stay. So I find it, and I've used it in bath bombs, I've used it in melt and pour soaps, and it fades as well. So, but it works really, really well as an oil in, a mica and oil color. Now this gold one, kind of the same thing. When I use it in soap, cold process, it works in other applications, but it fades to a really pale yellow, and it's such a pretty color on its own, so I just use it for the application. And then I've got another pink and a yellow that I know stay. I'm going to be using a lighter yellow. So anyway, doing a thin layer of that unfragranced batter with the swirls of the mica and oil, and then I'll go ahead and probably what I'm going to do, since that one accelerates, I'm going to probably pour off a little bit at a time, and because I have I've got 6 of these, so I want to make 24 bars, so I'll probably maybe divide the batter in fourths and do it in that section and kind of give me an idea how it behaves. And then maybe as I go on with the other trays, then I'll maybe change up the design, do a little bit more, but it's probably going to be just an in the pot swirl on those. So I'm going to go ahead, let this come to room temperature, not room temperature, but I like to use my oils between 80 and 90 degrees, depending on what individuals' formulas are. They like to, it just whatever behaves better for them, and that's what I like for mine. Now, one thing I am doing different with this one is sweet almond oil. I use that sometimes when I am mixing. So if you look at some of the bars that have the swirls of color on top, like the rectangle ones, and they have that layer of the swirls of colors, a lot of times I'll use almond oil to mix in my micas, and it really helps with that. But I do have some extra almond oil that I'm going to use up, so I'm going to be using that in this. And I don't usually I don't normally use it in my base recipe, but I'm going to be going ahead and doing that. It behaves very similarly to olive oil and sunflower oil, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and let this come to the correct temperature, get everything set up, and we'll make the soap.